Next one we're going to look at is the seat measurement. That quite often is within or the same as, within 1 inch or the same as the chest measurement. Some critical things to assume first of all is invite your client to make sure there's nothing bulky in the back pocket so you can get an accurate measure for that. Ask the client if he would to close his heels together so that the hips aren't too far apart, and just so that they're out of the way, could you just fold the arms up in front for me out of the way? That's lovely, thank you very much. Now then, we want to be able to see in line of sight where this measure is, so we want you to kneel down. So we're going to pass the tape then from one hand to the other, and we're going to find the maximum point of the seat. Tape is going to be parallel to the floor, and we can try to develop this little technique of sliding the tape a little bit down over the maximum point of the hips, just to see that it doesn't push it out to another inch. This measurement is taken in full inches, so if you give a 42.5 measurement, for example, the cutter will make it to 43. So maximum point here, and as we sort of suspected, a nice balanced figure, 42 chest, also 42 hips. Okay. And pass the tape around the widest part of the hips, lock it off, and just try to see that by this sliding motion, as we do it, keeping it as parallel as we can to the floor, that's just pushing that up to 42.5, which will actually be rounded up to 43. It goes in 1 inch integers for our seat measurement. Give you a close up. That. To determine the jacket waist, there is an option that we can look at the client's existing jacket that he may well be happy with, or a measure model jacket that we put on. We're only really going to get one of 3 responses. The jacket is either going to look beautiful, exactly right, might be a little bit big, maybe a little bit small. We can determine that and decide what we're going to do for this particular client. So if the client is happy with the fit of this garment or a measure model garment, Lambton can replicate that measurement. It's taken from the centre back through to the leaf edge of the garment. That is where the button that does up, a top button of a 2-button jacket, the middle button of a 3-button is, and it's measured in this way straight across.